Nobody's gonna spend 10,000 with you if you don't look like you can drop 10,000. Oh hell no! Nobody's gonna spend 2,000 with you if you don't look like you could drop 2,000. But you gotta look like money to make money. So it's like the more you put in work for yourself, the better you're gonna feel. Guys, I know this sounds stupid, but like for a year straight, I listened to affirmations when I went from that skinny broke kid. I listened to I am rich affirmations. It's called VYBO, I am rich.
I can't even get it out. I can't even get the intro out. You guys are they're gonna savage this guy in the comments. We have a new addition to the AMU, the Alpha Male universe. But before we get into that, you know, we gotta get that Bubba Army in the chat. I found this new guy, right? And he is just one of these alpha male cornballs, flexing to the world, telling the world how much of an alpha male they are and that they're the best man to ever walk the earth, right? The dude kind of looks like a knockoff Xerxes from the movie 300, kind of getting those vibes. But before we really roast this spaghetti wearing cornball, we got to get in the flow state to roast this spaghetti head, SpaghettiOs head ass. Anyway, let's get this show on the road.
Guys, I didn't drop out of high school because I was dumb or I didn't want to do it. I dropped out of high school because if I had to sit behind a desk and work a corporate job the rest of my life, I mean that. Like my biggest fear was being fucking average. A lot of you guys come to me like, hey Vince, you know, what if I fail and I'm afraid what people are going to think? I was afraid about because I have a mother who loves me. I'm like, I'm going to drop out. My mom cried so much. She's like, what are you doing? Like this, that. I'm like, Mom, I'm doing this for you. You know, I'd rather be fucking homeless and scavenge my next fucking meal than sit behind that desk. For me, it was ball or fall. I was like, I'm going to be homeless or I'm going to get rich.
For anybody wondering what the censoring was, the guy said that if well, you saw the clip. Basically, he could not work a job. The idea of working a corporate job, right? The idea of working in general, this guy said that he would send himself to the shadow realm. And while I can somewhat, you know, relate to the sentiment of working a corporate desk job is a really bland, boring lifestyle that's very monotonous. It's a big grind, right? What I will not absolutely support is the idea of a grown-ass man being incapable of doing any job. See, these guys, they want to make it seem like they're so tough and they want to make it seem like they're smarter than everybody. This dumbass dropped out of high school and then he actually tries to emotionally manipulate the audience by saying if he ever had to work a job, he would send himself to the shadow realm. I get it, right? That's a very sensitive topic, but no, bro, that is not it. I'm not gonna be like, yeah, man, I get what you're saying. Hell to the no, right? Because there are people out there that actually struggle with legitimate issues, right? You have PTSD, you have people who had a horrible life, right? But this guy, oh no, the thing that would have broken him was just working a job. So, oh guys, he was smart enough and he had the heart, he had the work ethic to finish high school. Oh, but no, he was doing it because he's a millionaire mastermind. He's one step ahead of us. What an absolute joke.
What do you do for a living, my boy?
I do business consulting for online fitness coaches.
What does that mean?
It means everybody that's involved in the gym or fitness, I show them how to start their online coaching business and make their first 10,000 a month plus.
How many students do you have?
I have like 500 people now that are all starting their online coaching businesses and they're growing.
This is your car?
This is my car. I just got this and then I got a new Phantom.
How much was that?
This one, 500,000. The Phantom is like 620 at 21.
How do you feel being so rich at such a young age?
It feels like I haven't done anything because I don't use age as an excuse. So like we're both young guys. When you see people who are 40 plus crushing it, I don't say, oh, he's 40. I say, oh, he's doing better than me. So let me catch up.
So I showed the first clip, right, because I wanted to establish that this SpaghettiOs guy, he is an emotionally manipulative person, right? Now we're getting into the meat and potatoes of who this guy is, who Vincent is. And he's one of these online coach gurus. Yeah, wow, he reinvented the wheel. He's doing something so different, right? He's like Cornball Wes Watson, Cali Muscle, Les Watson, right? Many characters that we've covered here in the alpha male universe. So SpaghettiOs, I think that's what I'm gonna call him going forward in this video. He's like flexing to the world, right? He's like, oh, this is my Phantom, this is my Ferrari, right? And I wanted to say something as well. The interviewer also annoys the absolute shit out of me because this guy is just like glazing him. He is glazing blazing Mr. SpaghettiOs like crazy. But these guys, they're all about fronting, right? They're all about being like a peacock and showing the world that they're super rich and right, because these guys, they don't have any actual capital. They're not like Warren Buffett. They're not like actual wealthy Wall Street guys. You saw it, right? In the intro clip. SpaghettiO says, in order for people to spend money with you, you need to look rich. So the guy basically just showed everybody that it's all fugazi and it's all for show. It's not actually true, right? And he does that to manipulate people to pay for his product. Because some people will ask me, Bubba, why do you make these videos about these cornballs, these people in the alpha male universe? And it's because I'm calling out bullshit that should not be tolerated. Every single one of these fake alpha males, at the end of the day, they're just dumbasses, right? That manipulate people like on an emotional level, and then they also manipulate them through different means, okay? That's all these guys do. All they do is manipulate you, and they put on that fake bullshit face of, you know, bro, I'm really looking out for you. I want all my bros to be on the come up like me. No, you don't. You just want that cold, hard cash.
What do you think's the trick? How do you market yourself?
The main trick is just being motivational. I always knew how to cultivate an audience. I didn't know how to market, so all I had to do was build a product, and people already rocked with me, so they just started buying it.
How much are you making a month?
200,000 last month, and it keeps growing.
And so you have a girlfriend, right?
Yeah, I have a girlfriend too.
So I see you spoil your girlfriend a lot.
Yeah, for sure. I feel like the more you put into your girlfriend, family, whoever, you always get that back.
How important is it to find the right girl?
I think it's super important because especially in Miami, man, like 99.9% of girls are escorts, prostitutes.
So you're in Miami right now. Do you live here?
Yeah.
Would you ever move somewhere else?
Never. The only place I would move is probably Dubai. I'll probably get a place there and go back and forth.
How much is rent right now in Miami?
I only pay like $5K. So when I first moved here a year ago, I still have the same apartment. I didn't even look at it. I just bought the lease or whatever and moved.
You grew up rich?
No, middle class. Mom is like, turn the AC off, like turn the lights off. So I had to almost break out of that paradigm of money doesn't grow on trees. And I'm like, money does grow on trees. Now my mom's living it up. She asks me for money like every few weeks. At first, your parents won't believe your dreams until they see results. Then once they see results, it's gonna be perfect.
How long did it take for you to actually see results on your own?
A few months. For me, it started with the gym. Obviously, the first few weeks, you won't see as much progress as you want to, and that's when most people quit. So if you keep going after those few weeks, so you'll crush it.
And where can they find you online?
Vincent Fisher _ on Google, Instagram, TikTok, wherever.
Thank you for your time.
Yeah, man.
Oh wow, another alpha male from a middle class family that really struggled financially. I really feel like, guys, I'm just like, I've stumbled into some weird like alpha male simulation where all of them are the same. They're almost all the same. They're always gonna either be like a dropout from high school. They're gonna be a guy that tries to say that they struggled financially, but they're from a middle class family. Like Wes Watson says this, right? He was like, oh yeah, we struggled, we never had money. And then the dude had his mom on his page saying that they were middle class and they took vacation trips to Hawaii, right? Oh yeah, I really struggled hard, right? Okay, but that's another cornball for another day. But these guys, right, they're always high school dropouts, they're always fake struggle, or they're a prison, like a prison reformed guy. It's like all the same. Literally every single one of them is the same, and the common denominator between them all is that they sell bullshit online coaching programs. That's the one thing that unifies these guys. There may be like this alpha male mastermind behind the scenes, like who is Sauron with the one ring to control them all, one ring to rule them all, right? I swear there's probably some like king alpha male guy I have not discovered, and he has bound every one of these guys' souls. I don't get it. Every single one of them is pretty much the same. They all have their own little unique things, right? Like this guy's SpaghettiOs going forward, right? But holy moly, there's a lot to talk about, right? But I think it's really funny how he's like, oh yeah, you know, I invest in my chick, I invest in my girl. The girl looks like an escort. She's probably an escort, and the guy said 99.9% of people in Miami are escorts. So you know what? I don't really have any anything to believe that this is a authentic, legitimate relationship. This girl looks like an escort, right? If it looks like a duck, walks like a duck, it's sure as hell probably a duck. So I'm gonna say here, SpaghettiO's got an escort girlfriend, right? And then so yeah, man, I'm just rambling on now at this point. Let's just roll the next clip. But geez, they're all from Miami.
Your guys' biggest expense will always be the knowledge you don't have. How much does it cost you to not know how to make $10,000 a month? $10,000 a month, 12 months. It costs you $120,000 a year to not know this information. So people will see the upfront cost of something and say, oh man, That's too expensive. What's most expensive is for you to keep doing what you're doing, which is a failing routine. No offense, bro. But if you're doing under 10,000 a month, every dollar you make needs to be invested into high income skills. That's the only way you're going to make it out. Can't save your way rich, guys.
Yeah, that logic really does sound like somebody who never acquired a high school education. This guy, Mr. SpaghettiOs, is dumb as hell. It doesn't cost anybody a damn thing to not buy your bullshit course that only teaches wannabe losers to do the same thing you do. These guys really act like they're teaching people how to do brain surgery or to be a lawyer or be like a nuclear physicist. These guys actually compare their lame ass grift to those types of talents, those types of skills. These guys are so corny. This is why I always call them cornballs. He really doesn't understand the difference between cost and opportunity cost, but your bullshit program isn't even an opportunity for people. It's not. Everything's a front. Everything is just a way to funnel losers into the program to be an alpha male. It's all fake. It's all lame, and this shit needs to be stopped. So guys, if you enjoyed this video, then please be sure to smash that like button so other people get exposure to the alpha male universe. If you're a new viewer, then consider subscribing to the Bubba Army. Here we roast alpha males, grifters, blah 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 on the daily, or at least I try to make content on the daily. And then yeah, have an amazing day, y'all. I'll see you in a future video. Stay blessed, and I can't wait to hear from you. Peace out.